Most men think masculine presence is something you project, a tone of voice, a posture, a look. That's surface level thinking. A man's frame is not something he performs, it is something he organizes his life around. Today I'm going to walk through 8 discipline principles that quietly but powerfully strengthen a man's frame in dating, in relationships, and in life. These are not tricks, they are behavioral standards. If you apply them consistently, women respond differently, not because you try harder, but because you stop leaking power. Principle 1: eliminate lust driven behavior. Nothing weakens a man faster than being governed by sexual urgency. When a man chases sex to soothe his ego, his decision making collapses. He tolerates situations he wouldn't otherwise accept. He pursues women he wouldn't otherwise choose. He gives leverage to whoever controls his gratification. That is not confidence, that is dependency. Desire itself is not the problem. A lack of restraint is. The moment a man proves through behavior that he does not need immediate validation, his value increases. Not because he withholds, but because he is not controlled. Principle number 2: avoid casual rotation as a lifestyle. There's a difference between abundance and avoidance. Men who live in constant casual rotation often mistake stimulation for fulfillment. Multiple dates, multiple connections, zero depth. What they lose, slowly and invisibly, is time. Time is one resource that compounds or decays your future. When attention is fragmented across low leverage interactions, progress stalls. A man with a strong frame allocates his time with precision. He does not confuse motion with momentum. Sex does not make a man solid, structure does. Principle number 3: do not prioritize women before stability. A man without financial and personal stability has no business making romance his focus. That is not judgment, that is reality. If a man lacks direction, income control, and independence, his attention should be disciplined, not distracted. Stability creates confidence because it reduces desperation. A man who can stand on his own does not seek emotional rescue. He invites companionship. Now, until that foundation exists, romantic pursuit weakens rather than strengthens him. Principle 4: build the capacity to provide before committing. Leadership requires margin. If a man cannot lead himself materially, he cannot lead a shared future. Provision is not about excess, it's about reliability. When a woman senses that a man's life is already organized and moving forward, she relaxes. When she senses uncertainty, she compensates. Now, this is not ideology, it is nervous system logic. Commitment without capacity creates imbalance. Imbalance begins with preparation. Principle number 5: purpose is built, not found. Purpose is not discovered through passivity. It's constructed through discipline. Every man has a set of natural strengths, whether it's analytical, physical, communicative, or creative. Now, the mistake is waiting for clarity before action, because it's action that creates clarity. A man who commits to mastery, daily, imperfect, consistent, develops purpose as a byproduct of effort. When direction is present, frame stabilizes. Principle 6: design a life others enter, not one that adapts. Leadership is not dominance, it is structure. When a man sets the pace, the plans, the environment, he creates coherence, not force, but order. Choosing the time, choosing the location, and owning the logistics. These behaviors signal presence. A woman entering a man's life should feel orientation and not confusion. Frame is not asserted, it is demonstrated. Principle 7: integrate strength and stability. Power without reliability is dangerous. Reliability without strength is uninspiring. A complete man develops both: physical discipline, emotional regulation, protective capacity, relational competence. He is firm when needed, warm when appropriate, and consistent always. This integration makes him difficult to replace. Principle 8: treat high-quality women with respect and standards. Strength does not require cruelty. A man who mistreats good women reveals insecurity, not dominance. Respect is not submission, rather, it is calibration. When behavior is reciprocated, connection deepens. When it is not, boundaries clarify. No anger, no games, no negotiation. Calm standards end confusion faster than emotional reactions ever could. So, masculine frame is not about posturing, it's more about alignment. When a man's behavior, priorities, and discipline move in the same direction, everything changes. Not overnight, but permanently. This is what creates presence, this is what creates attraction, and this is what creates a man others respond to without him asking. If you like this video and want to hear others, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. This is Alpha Male Psychology. I'll see you in the next one.